Okay, so we've got a ball bearing which is falling vertically through some liquid. Now, under normal circumstances, if the ball bearing were just falling through a vacuum, then its acceleration would be g, in other words, 9.8 meters per second. And that would be if the only force acting on the ball bearing were its weight. In fact, what's actually happening now is that the ball bearing is actually falling through some liquid. In other words, there is going to be some sort of resistance to its motion. In other words, the force acting downwards is going to be reduced by this resistance acting upwards. In other words, its acceleration is going to be less than g, or less than 9.8 meters per second. Right, what they now say to us is that the ball bearing has actually got mass 0.15 kilograms. In other words, its weight is 0.15 g newtons. And it's released from rest, and we're told that there is some sort of resistant force. Let's call that force F. Okay. After 0.6 seconds, it's fallen 1.53 meters. Now, if I could find the acceleration, then I would be able to work out F, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm told that the ball bearing is released from rest, so U is equal to 0. The distance it travels, or its displacement downwards, is 1.53 meters. The time that takes is 0.6 seconds, and A is what I want to find. So I can use S equals ut plus half at squared, because I know the acceleration is going to be constant. I can use that, so I can just substitute in, 1.53 is equal to half times, because u is 0, so this disappears. So half times a, which is what we're trying to find, times t squared, which is 0.36, and that's going to give me a. Okay, I'll let you work that out. Once you've found a, and you know what this is, you can use Newton's second law in a downward direction, because you know that the force is acting downwards. Essentially, the net force is going to be in a downward direction, 0.15 g minus that F. So in other words, that's your m part of Newton's second law, and that's going to equal the mass, which is 0.15, multiplied by a, but you will have found a here. Off you go.